Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift? People glance at you, some with curiosity, some with discomfort, others withdraw, grow cold, or become suddenly defensive. You're not rude. You've said nothing out of place. But something about you unsettles the room. My friend, this is not your imagination. You carry a divine aura, a spiritual presence that terrifies the demons operating in others. And today we're going to talk about why. C.S. Lewis once wrote that there are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. We are all eternal beings, walking around in fragile, temporary tents called bodies. And those who have been born again by the Spirit of God carry within them something that is not of this world. The Apostle Paul said in 2 Corinthians 4 verse 7, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us." You carry heaven's treasure, not just good morals, not just positive energy. You carry the Spirit of the living God, and the presence of God in you is dangerous, not to people, but to the darkness hiding inside them. Demons recognize divine authority far faster than people do. In Mark 1 verses 23 to 24, Jesus walked into the synagogue, and it says, "Just then a man in their synagogue who was possessed by an impure spirit cried out, 'What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God.'" Isn't it interesting? The religious crowd didn't recognize Jesus, but the demons did. They weren't confused. They were terrified. Now, here's what many believers forget. The same Spirit that was in Jesus, that same holy presence, now lives in you. Romans 8 verse 11 says, "The Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you." Not a junior version, not a watered-down version, the same Spirit. And because of that, the same reaction Jesus caused in people under demonic influence, you'll cause too. Now, let's be clear. The person isn't your enemy, but sometimes the spirit influencing that person is. There's a story in Acts 16. Paul and Silas are walking through the city when a slave girl begins to follow them, shouting, "These men are servants of the Most High God." She wasn't technically lying, but something was off. Paul, being spiritually discerning, turned around and cast the spirit of divination out of her. Not everyone celebrating you is sent by God. Some are spiritually reacting to you. Some people don't even know why they feel uneasy around you. But it's not your personality, it's your presence. It's the light in you confronting the darkness in them. Let me explain this in a way that Lewis might have. Imagine two kingdoms, one of light, the other of darkness. Now imagine a soldier of the kingdom of light, clothed in invisible armor, marked with the royal seal of heaven, walking through a land occupied by the enemy. Do you think the enemy wouldn't notice, wouldn't react, wouldn't feel the heat of that divine glow? Your presence exposes what's been hiding in the shadows. Just like a flashlight turned on in a dark room sends the cockroaches scattering, your spiritual light causes demons to become agitated. You may wonder, why do I face so much resistance? Why do people turn against me without cause? Why am I misunderstood, isolated, or rejected? It could be spiritual. Jesus said in John 15 verses 18 to 19, "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. I have chosen you out of the world. That is why the world hates you." And Ephesians 6 verse 12 reminds us, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Your life is more spiritual than you realize. When you show up with peace, you disturb people who are hosting chaos. When you walk in truth, you shake those built on lies. When you carry love, bitterness starts to tremble. It's not personal, it's spiritual. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not the problem. You are marked. You are set apart. You are carrying glory, and that glory convicts, exposes, and yes, terrifies what is unclean. So don't be discouraged by strange reactions. Don't retreat when people misunderstand your purity, your joy, your faithfulness. That's evidence that you are shining. Matthew 5 verses 14 to 16 says, "You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Shine. even when it's uncomfortable. Shine, even when you feel alone. Shine, because God put that light in you for a reason. The world is groaning under the weight of spiritual darkness. People are wounded. Many are bound. Some don't even know what's tormenting them. But then you walk in, and without even saying a word, the atmosphere changes. Because light just walked into the room. So walk tall, not in pride, but in awareness. You are not ordinary. You are anointed. You carry an aura of the Almighty. And yes, demons recognize it. They always have. If this message stirred something in you, share it with someone else who carries the light. Remember, you're not crazy. You're just shining. God bless you, and keep shining.